Hello, Orbis here, and today I'm going to be ranking my top 20 favourite Blondie songs. Now Blondie are one of my all-time favourite bands, so I knew I wanted to do a video about them. But I can't do what I did with the Beatles and rank all of their songs because I'm pretty unfamiliar with everything they did after No Exit. So instead I'm just going to be ranking my top 20 favourites. So my 20th pick is a track from the first album, A Shark in Jet's Clothing, and Jimmy Destri definitely carries this track. At number 19 I've picked another track from the self-titled debut, Rip Her to Shreds. The lyrics of this song make it a bit like a diss track. A lot of the lines are pretty brutal, although Debbie Harry has said that it's actually written about herself. Also, I only recently realised a similarity between this song and I Wanna Be Your Dog by the Stooges. Mainly the piano line in the background that's staying on the one note. And in general this track has a more punk feel to it, I think. At number 18 I've picked Live It Up from Auto-American. This track has a strong disco feel to it, which wasn't completely unfamiliar territory to Blondie at this point, but it's another example of the diversity of genres on Auto-American. At number 17 I've got Rifle Range from the self-titled, which is one of many underrated gems from that album. At number 16 I've picked Maria from No Exit. This is one of Blondie's most iconic songs, and I do think it's great that they were able to have a number one single after being on hiatus for so long. It's great, but I would never say it's in my personal top 10. At number 15 I've got The Tide is High, which is Blondie doing reggae, very successfully in my opinion, as to be expected from the genre chameleon that is Blondie. At number 14 I've picked Faces from Auto-American. I think this is one of Debbie Harry's most impressive vocal performances. At number 13 is Dreaming from Eat to the Beat. A very strong single, but not the strongest from Eat to the Beat in my opinion. At number 12 I've got The Hardest Part, which is just a really funky and groovy song. At number 11 I've put Man Overboard, which is a fantastic hidden gem from the first album with some great backing vocals, and the keyboard solo from Jimmy Destri is fantastic. Next up at number 10 is another track from the self-titled debut, Ex Offender. It's just a great lead single. At number 9 is easily the best song from Plastic Letters in my opinion, I Didn't Have the Nerve to Say No. At number 8 is Rapture from Auto-American. I believe this was the first single with rapping on it to reach number 1 in the US. Also, this is a great example of Blondie experimenting with different styles and genres. At number 7 is Atomic, the wonderful disco style single from Eat to the Beat. At number 6 is Sunday Girl from Parallel Lines, which is a great pop tune. And I only found out recently that it's actually about a cat called Sunday Man that was owned by Debbie Harry and Chris Stein, who ran away. At number 5 I've got Picture This, another one of many fantastic songs from Parallel Lines. Next at number 4 is Call Me. It's one of Blondie's most famous and iconic songs and I think it's superb. I never grow tired of hearing it. At the number 3 spot is Heart of Glass from Parallel Lines, quite possibly the most well-known Blondie song and I think it's sublime. Another example of Blondie trying out a different genre, and in this case it's disco. Okay, so at number 2 I've put One Way or Another, also from Parallel Lines. This is one of Blondie's punkiest songs with that great guitar riff, just an iconic song. So at the number 1 spot I've put Hanging on the Telephone, which is the opening track from Parallel Lines. My number 1 favourite Blondie song changes a lot, but at the moment I think it's Hanging on the Telephone. It's just so fantastically enjoyable and is a wonderful way to start the album. Also, I found out whilst making this video that Hanging on the Telephone is actually a cover song, which blew my mind. Originally it was by a band called The Nerves apparently. Okay, so there was my top 20 Blondie songs. Let me know what your favourite Blondie song is. Subscribe and like the video if you want to see more, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.